two of the strongest teams. We are on to the Rift. It looks like it's Jack's jungle for Hueba. So he's going to be playing Jack's jungle this time round. So instead we have Jarvan top lane. I like that because the Darius Jax matchup is really bad for Jax, whereas the Darius Jarvan matchup is a little easier for Jarvan because you just slap him with your Dragon Strike over and over again, right? Very interesting though. It's going to be two very different styles of fights and different styles of playing the game between DKG. But look at this aggressive play from Wind in the laning phase already here. You've seen Emo go for his first ability as you know, that first level up. They're just looking to poke out as much as possible, abuse that melee support.
Yourself linked in with your Wild Rift accounts and Amazon. Get yourself that Prime Gaming random skin drops. Thank you very much to Prime Gaming for that, the November drops. What did you get? What did you get, Kiernan? I know you did it just before. Did you not open it?
I'm hoping though. I'm a support main, so I'm hoping I at least get a support champion. You know.
Yeah, everybody in chat spamming my drop. You gotta be patient, guys. It's all linked. Get yourself your Prime Gaming on there. Ignite being used. Barrier for Unero, saving him out though. Akino down the bottom. They're getting very aggressive. Wind still has a decent amount of mana, and here comes Weaver. Weaver around the side. That is an aggressive jump. Immediate exhaust. Did he try and bait it out? There is a minion conga line coming in. Weaver goes in. The exhaust goes down once again. It should be the full tower dive. They're juggling the aggro really well, but they do not net themselves a kill.
Can invite onto that blue side jungle and steal things away, and now he's level 5, so is Unero, and YK saw it coming a mile away. Back straight out from this...
he's got help. Ooh. Got support in there. Obviously just used that flag and drag to get away, so not able to use it to knock up. So expect a gank top. So really well read. Both teams reading into this one. First game of the tournament, it's always the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your first game in a live environment, your first game on stage. Just got to settle into the vibes a bit, you know, make sure you're in a good spot. DKG, though, having a great...
Teams going for that Rift Herald first, especially based on the Drake, but it is going to be a Mountain Drake first, which is a pretty decent one. And there are 3 stacking up there, so we may see an early Rift Herald, or whether they're just going to save it for later for that mid.
They don't need to use it. They have Jax from that tower. They'll be able to get that really
easily. Oh! Got him! Got him! First blood comes into the tournament. It was a pretty well done job there, but you actually working out very well.
To Zed, let's take a look back here. TF just finished off the dragon by himself. Doesn't clear out the ward. Over to Dex, take a full combo, and that is it. Like you take the full combo from the Zed, and Yo just takes his moment, jumps over back to his clock from TF. Honestly, just a bit greedy to go for that ward when he didn't really need to go for it.
Yeah, no reason to get in there. And Yo. Ready, well, Emo's just going to step away from that one. Weaver's being chased here. Julie's going to try and commit for it. Yo, sorry, was there. It's going to be a 3v3 engage here. The rest of the team are collapsing. This is going to be a full-on team fight. Here we go. SBTC fancy it, but it is, but they realize the backup is coming. It doesn't matter when they pick off the Rakan so quickly. Emo goes down. The DKG realize this is a fight they cannot win.
I think at the end of the day, just a little bit too much. And what I like what I'm seeing right now from DKG. They are much more willing to play around the side lane, utilizing their side lane pressure, and you can see it here. And also because they have the Ziggs, he's always going to be threatening towers by himself. So you can't exactly...
To 0 in terms of turrets, that turret pressure remaining.
SBTC to do something here, and that's what I want to see them do. Although I will say they haven't set up for it particularly well. Darius is still on the top side of the map here.
I mean, as they try to position, you can see SBTC desperate to try and get a pick. Now up. Weaver's still up in the top there at the moment, just getting the Rift Herald down. Gets it just before the Baron will come back up. YK is going to commit to this, goes in, tries to get them locked down. Is he going to be able to try and focus some target? Evo will get dumped out there. Weaver finally arrives, but way too late to the party. Should be able to get one traded back, but it's a 2-for-1 so far. The top laner and carry. I would question the timing of the engagement there.
YK and Emo got eaten alive in that fight by the Darius. That is what Unero wants you to do. He wants you to sit on top of him so he can build stacks and dunk you. And he did the exact thing in that team fight.
If DKG are willing to keep trying to work into these fights, we could try and punish, because they know they've got to deal with that split push, and that's what's happening. TF was the focus there. Airborne they go, but he's not going to catch him down. Judy is going to get wind down. Meanwhile, on the side, you can see Yozin also to trouble as well. Won these fights, and they're going to get him because Weaver's come in. Oh, that is going to be an easy pick up. Aquino caught napping there.
On the map. and it just gets melted. And you can see now, they're actually collapsing on him, onto that Braum who doesn't have the flash available. They're going to go in.
The count, there's a double fight. They've got time fights around the red bomb, fights down here. Julie is going to get focused in. Stasis comes down, will come out alive. The turret will juggle in the end. Kirill did manage to get a Kino down in the jungle by the red buff, and Weaver, he is becoming an unstoppable beast.
They're pushing the side lane. That's what Hueber is willing to do, and I love it, because that's exactly what you need to do in Wild Rift. You can't just be a passive split pusher. You need to be much more active in the way that you engage, but we potentially have a fight here around the dragon.
Definitely one they want to fight for. SBTC, look at YK going in. Yo goes in around the side. Cloud Drake does go down immediately, but this is looking very good for the Chinese team as DKG look to clean up. Yunero's got nowhere to go. He's going to try and chase Yo down, but will not be able to pick it up. It is a rampage in Huiba as he romps through the team. TF, the last man to get out alive.
Into Huiba, and he is so powerful in his own right. You can see that, SBTC feel like they need to go for the engage, but their team comp works a lot worse when they are not the ones being set up on the objective. They are split up here. Darius can't get multi-man decimated. He can't get stack built up on multiple members. Hueber knows exactly who the threat is, sticks on that Darius and takes him down very early on into the fight, or at least tries to. And then I think realistically, it's just Hueber carrying this game.
There's a few champions that you learn as you're trying to pick up the games. Jax being one of them when you're going through the levels, and everybody's come up against that massively fed Jax. It is a unstoppable machine when it gets going. It will wreck champions, it will wreck towers, it will wreck everything, and they are committing a little heavy here onto the tower, but you know what, they're getting away with it. Yunero goes down. Weaver is an absolute monster. That was an absolute epic engagement from YK, and that is going to be game one, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. 15-minute game in the book, 16-minute pickup. DKG with an unstoppable Jack.
They've got a lot of split push potential as well. Kind of play away from the team fights until they feel strong enough, especially on the side of Huiba having the gold and Yo and Wind. Once they've got their gold.
They did switch. Okay, it is Julie on Yasuo. Okay, that's a strong stun straight out the blocks. Kirill's probably just a brief glimmer. Now we do have the lane set up. We really want to focus on
topside clear. You never usually go Krugs if you're not going to go for a full topside clear. So he's probably looking to sort of play around the dominance of the Renekton in this laning phase, and then hoping to go for a top scuffle to play away from the Lee Sin. You do not want to get into a fight with the Lee Sin early on. So that had complete priority in the top lane for YK versus Junero, and therefore I'm going to try and go for a top lane scuffle take, which is exactly what he's doing.
Work out well. We're speaking of not working out, that grand challenge didn't work out from Aquino there. Completely missed it. Stun card, meanwhile, down in the mid lane. Julie easily eating that yellow card. Weaver is going to have a little peek around there. There's another gold card coming out. And TF, hitting TF. That being the actual twisted fate being taken down.
Oh, now they've got priority mid as well. Like, Huiba, he's going for it. Oh, Huiba, what a beast, man. That was crazy. Sorry, Lee, that just happened instantly.
Yeah, that was okay. Junero in all sorts of trouble. Currently nothing. Kirill's going to come in. The minion wave on nothing. They should be able to finish off this time. It could be the double, and I think it will be. Emo just tried to delay things as quick as he could, and Kirill will take the hit.
That is really well played, and I mean this by the Lee Sin. He was able to go bot, take the Scuttle, and then again capitalize on the bot lane priority that they had. It's really good to put things under pressure very early on, and they found Yo in the mid lane as well. Caught me by surprise, didn't even see it happen.
Quicken up a little bit, and that's pretty much how it's working out. This is Aquino going incredibly aggressive there with the grand challenge, especially when the fact that Yo can come in and join like this. This is a little too deep, and well, I think it's cost them in the end there a 1-0 forward. But let's talk about the Rift Heralds, because this is something I can't get your name right, get my mouth in. It's very early in the morning, kid, and you gotta forgive me. It's nearly lunchtime, actually. What I was about to say is the fight over the Rift Herald, it was kind of wasted by DKG last time around. They had 2 Rift Heralds, didn't really do a great deal with them. This time, SBTC are going to pick it up. There's the X-Tech ultimatum. That is going to be a simple pickup there, and a second to follow it up as TF does go in and get
with that mid lane push, and that's what Ziggs offers you. Even in the situations where your team fights are going badly, Ziggs can two-shot a tower.
Now we're going to go straight back to it. Strike up, that's going to get picked up, almost stolen away by the 6-bomb coming through. Emo is not going to get away from that one. I don't think Yunero's all over him, but he will manage to back away, so no deaths either side. Aquino might be able to get picked off here, he will do. A quick slice of the teams based on these picks that are going. You can see the heavy presence that Aquino is trying to put in there. The Grand Challenge comes down because TF is joining. Kick not going to quite use to clear the waves. And back to Flames.
You can see Corky heading up towards Kirel, heading up towards to support Yunero. I think, like, this was an easy dive for me, and he didn't take it because he knew there was probably someone hovering in the wings waiting for him to go.
Off guard, he is, but I don't think Win's going to fall for it. They are going to try and commit to it. Has gone for the ultimatum though. The stasis going down. Now they go for it. That's a great kick. Win should go down. They're trying to juggle the aggro on the tower, but it has backfired terribly. Doesn't land. He might turn the sword back around. Hasn't got enough life still. He's juggling really well with the bushes, but Yo not falling for it. Takes him down.
Massive boost in resistances that she gets from her second ability, so they couldn't even capitalize on the bot side of the map. And the end of it, tier 1 as well. Here goes YK.
He's trying to get in. It's Aquino they went for though, so managed to get out. The Rakana escapes quickly, but the 5-man stack trying to pay off there. Possibly fighting for this second Rift Herald that we saw in the first game. This time around, though, they're not getting caught out. It's not going to be a quickly stolen second Rift Herald. They are full force for this one. SBTC, 5-man stack, but in comes YK around the side. That is going to be a great slice of dice. 4 of them caught up there, but SBTC should be able to turn this one around. Win's trying to get them down. Weaver's got no damage to follow. Aquino will go down. YK still off the side there. Yo managed to get TF down. He does fall. It's a very messy affair. That's going to be another one. Yunero will fall. It's a 3 for 3 so far.
They've got a lot of gold on TF, right? Yeah. And they've also picked up key itemization. They're actually popping the Dominus very early on here. So we're just waiting to see if they can start this one off. With YK having the Dominus, he's a very scary frontline player that you have to respect.
Oh, that's a double lockup. The solar flare comes down as well. Yunero just locked in the alcove around the side there. Emo will finally fall, and now Julie's going to get the damage down. They're going to lock this one down. DKG in all manner of trouble, but look at the turnaround come through as Weaver gets in and mops up and gets himself a massive collateral damage. And DKG, they may not want the team fight, but they come out 4 for 1. It hasn't paid off, and it may well just lose them 2 tier 2 turrets.
Well, they're going to drop the Rift Herald on the top side of the map here, so even looking for a potential inhibitor tower. That's going to be engaged by YK. They've got great single target pickoff here. If anyone steps up with no tank, that's a great knockout.
Oh, Grand Challenge catching 4 of them off guard. This is SPT's fight, surely in the bag. Can they turn it around? But you can see the damage from DKG. They're not getting the kills. They've got to confirm the kills. YK almost managed to swipe down 3 of them there. TF will fall. Kirill should be able to get Yo down here. That's still, despite being pretty much the perfect engagement with a 4-man Grand Challenge knock up there, SBTC still couldn't pick enough up yet, and he's got to respect
fights. If he can't make those kind of knockout plays, you're probably not going to come out on top as SBTC and strong. So even if they want to go for a splitless play, they can do that.
Oh, okay, off guard here. That's the Dominus, but that's going to be enough to get out of there. Okay.
If you're SBTC, you're looking for those miracle engagements again. You're looking for the situation where Aquino gets you like multi-man knockups. Because I think if you're just going to waltz your way into a team fight without the proper setup, I think Cueva, I think YK are too strong, and Emo provides enough threat and enough peel for both Yo and Wind.
Aquino's flashes up any second now. I think that's what they're waiting for, and they're holding. You can see DKG realize that. They're sat waiting on the timing. They're focused on him, and they will manage to lock him down, but is it going to cost them there? They focus so much on Aquino. I think it's cost them overall. You can see the 1-2 picking up. Yo's in trouble. He's trying to back away. The stunt card comes out, though, and that just turned the game around. Kirill realizes, I've gone too deep. Where's my team gone? TF has to run away, and just like that, the fight flips on its head, because there's so many times in those fights you think, just finish them, finish that player off, finish him, and they just get away. They're getting away on nothing, and they're going back in again. But there's going to be Aquino getting the knockup, but he has been picked off already. He goes down, and this may be game.
This is going to be a great win, Wolf. Oh no, the missed time on the stasis. He had your back. Julie had your back, and you doubted him. Oh no, that's disaster, because that might now actually open up the game, or at least multiple inhibitor towers.
Yeah, they're ignoring Baron. That's what I like to see. You know what? We don't need that Baron power play. We're just going to keep on powering down the mid. They get themselves the inhibitor turret, and that goes down. The Nexus may well be next. This could be a quick 2-0. They try to engage, they try to delay, but it's not enough. Julie realizes it. DKG will take it in 2.